What is going on, guys? This is Matt J here today, and I'm going to be doing another video, and today we're going to be doing one Plat versus one Champ. You guys really enjoyed the last video with which we did Diamond versus Champ, but Diamond has Rumble, so I'm going to do a rank below that to see how this plays out for different sets of ranks. And Mita is returning once again, but we have a new contestant. His name is Said Use Boy, but for the video we're going to be calling him Jake because it gets really confusing because that's a weird name. And we're going to be calling Mita Mark as well, just to make it simple. So Said Use Boy is Jake and Mita is Mark. So if I start calling people that in the video, then you know who that is. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Remember to like and subscribe. So here we are into the match. Jake versus Mita. Let's see who's going to win the first match here. How is the momentum going to be? Jake does win the first kickoff. They did have a warm-up round before this, so they should be ready. Mark does keep possession. Is he able to flick it around? Mark does not. Jake pinches it off the wall with Super Punch, which allows it to go in the other direction. Mark angles. Oh my goodness. If he just could have been a little more patient, he could have easily saved that, but he seemed to be going in a bit of a rush there. I don't think Jake was anywhere near it, though. Who would win the kickoff? Mark does win the kickoff. Okay, so it has been Jake has won one and Mark has won one now. What is Jake able to do? He's able to save it. Does he have a Rumble item? He should. And he has a magnet, which shouldn't really help him. He probably would have scored anyway. And then he misses. The magnet actually didn't help, but he's still able to score, so. What is Jake able to do with the ball now? He does try to back up. Interesting play by Jake. Doesn't seem to half flip, but he does half flip right there, so who knows what he was thinking right there. The Plat does seem to make a very interesting decision, but Mark is able to score. Mark does able to win another kickoff. Will this be tie game? Can he make it tie game? No, Jake is able to clear. Mark does seem to want to push up, but then decides to head back to the goal. Jake going off the wall. Maybe doing a nice little hit again. But he does try to teleport, but that seems to be a bad decision for him, and he hits the ball weird. And Mark is able to take possession right there. Very smart play by Mark, able to take possession and demo him right there. Very smart. Does seem to want to do something. He does almost fake Jake out, but is unable to. So Mark does keep possession, which is always good for him. With the Rumble, you want to let him have as least opportunities as possible with his Rumble items. So Jake just used plunger there, but doesn't seem to help him a lot. Mark does challenge it, and it works out for him. Is able to get a good bounce, and that is on target so far. But is Jake able to clear it? No, Jake fakes himself out, but then Mark misses. Oh my goodness, what just happened? Jake fakes himself out, but then Mark misses right after. 2 chokes in a row by Mark. Hits it out. Is he able to score? Yes, he is able to. 2-2, keeping it very close. But although in the last video, both ranks were able to keep it close until the second game, which was an absolute blow-up by the champion. So, will Jake be able to defend? Yes, he is able to. He's able to. Will he have a nice clear? He is. He might try to do something off the wall, but I don't know. Plats are interesting off the wall sometimes. Jake does try to hit it up in the top corner, but Mark's boost does help from Jake. So Jake is not able to use his Rumble items effectively there. That is almost ineffective, and it definitely worked against him there because Mark had enough boost to save him and go back to get the ball. So maybe not the best use of a Rumble item right there, but 3-2. Mark is in the lead. What is Mark able to do with the ball? He does keep possession here. He does try to pop it up and try to. He fakes Jake out, or he just missed. Jake seemed to have whiffed the ball right here. Maybe his Plat traits are starting to show here, but hard to tell. 4-2, with about 2 minutes left in the game. Jake does try to back up. Interesting how he's not half flipping as much as Mark did. Mark does score again, so 5-2. Interesting. Once again, you do have to wait that 10 seconds for the Rumble item to activate, so maybe that could be the problem. Mark wins another kickoff. This has been an occurring theme this match. Jake does have a bad position on the save and is unable to save it, so unfortunate for Jake, as he seems to be missing the ball a lot, and Mark is just hitting more consistently than he is. I think Diamond, that just is Diamond versus Plat, more consistent and just faster, which seems to be definitely showing here. Mark should be able to get a goal off this, but who knows. Is he going to do a flick? No! Jake does use his Rumble to his ability for the first time this match. We have not seen much from Jake being able to use Rumble this match, so interesting how he finally starts to realize that some of his power-ups are useful. So who knows what a Plat thinks, you know? He does boot him out, using it effectively once again, 6-3. 2 good power-up uses in a row. He is starting to get it down. He is starting to get the strategy down. Will he keep possession? He should be able to here, but Jake is not able to score. He does have super punch though, and he's able to demo Mark. Is he able to capitalize off of it though? That is the real question. He is not. And Jake overcommitted, and is he able to save it? Yes, he is. And it bounced off the wall really fast. Mark does hit it out, and it is bad for him. Jake able to take control. He hits it. Mark is able to save the ball. Mark does take back possession. Is he able to flick? No, he does pop it up again. Mark does not seem to like to flick in these matches. He seems to be popping it up most of the time instead. Interesting. Jake is able to use magnet to his ability. 6-4. Will Jake make the miraculous comeback? Guess we'll have to see here in the next 16 seconds. Jake is gonna almost have to win this kickoff. He cannot wait for his Rumble power up. That is almost certain. Jake actually doesn't even go for kickoff. Interesting. Interesting by the Plat. Mark tries the air dribble, but this could be bad for him if he feels confident. And Jake steals it. No, if Jake scored a simple goal there, could have had a chance there, but he decides to go for the air dribble. Very interesting decision there by Jake. That could have cost him the game. Who knows? Let's have an interview with them to see what their thoughts are on their first game. So, Mark, you won. How does it feel? How does it feel?
Expected.
Expected?
Yeah,
so,
I mean, when he got the boot from the Rumble item, that thing was just so good. He kept just bumping me out.
Yeah.
Every time with that.
Yeah. You seem to win most kickoffs, which definitely helped you, I think, and you were able to keep possession most of the game, and when Jake did have an open net, he was unable to capitalize on it. So, good plays, Mark. I'm going to have an interview with Jake now.
Okay.
So, how's it going, Jake? What do you think of that first game?
Mark really turned it up there. Well, not really turned it up, but I just kept missing saves, and then
Yeah.
it all just went downhill from there.
So,
Ran out of time.
you made a very interesting decision at the end, where you decided to go for an air dribble when you had an open net and still had the chance to win the game with easily 4 seconds left. Why did you make that decision to go for the air dribble when you still had time left on the clock and you had an open net?
I don't know. I didn't think that I had enough time.
Okay.
Because I thought that by the time I got there and everything, and I'm not winning any kickoffs at all.
Yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, GG's on that first game. Maybe you could win this next game to go best of 3, but I guess we'll have to see. Who is able to win this next game? Will it be Jake or will it be Mark? What kind of power-up does Jake have? Does he have something useful? Is he able to use it? No, he is not. Curious what Jake had as his power-up at that moment. Of course, you can't always get super RNG with the power-ups, so... Does have possession. He did have possession most of last game, and that easily got him the win. Jake is able to save it with the plunger, and does have quite an open field to play with, but Mark does hit it out. So Mark was definitely able to use his diamond abilities to keep it in his possession, at least, or keep it away from Jake. Mark does try to score it there, but seems to miss, or at least pass it to himself off the wall. Jake trying to dribble out and using Mita with boost, which might have not been the best power-up, and Jake is unable to save it. Plats are not the best at defense, because most of the time when they go up, you just see them miss, or they don't exactly know what the ball's going to be when it goes into the goal. So aren't able to predict where it is, and just straight up don't go for it or miss. So that's interesting. Mita does dribble it. He flicks it away, and he's able to score it again. 3-0. Wow, Mark is able to score a lot. The team without the Rumble always seems to be the winning team. Interesting. What is he able to do here? Does he get a good power-up? Doesn't seem like he does. What is Jake able to do here? He does use grappling hook. Interesting choice by him. So Jake does have to wait for his 10 seconds to go before he could use a power. Jake does flick it away. Is that going to go in? It is not going to go in. It hits off the side of the ball. And he uses plunger, and that almost goes in. But Mark is able to save it / clear. Mark does get a nice power off Jake, but it is not going in. Jake did go for the save for the first time this entire thing, it seems like. Plats do not like to go for saves, I guess. I'm not sure. He uses grappling hook once again. Interesting choice by Jake to go for grappling hook right there. But Mark is able to pinch it off of his car and clear it. Jake is able to save it. There is only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, and time is very important for Jake currently. Is he able to score a normal goal? He is able to. He's able to score the open goal. So who will win the kickoff this time? It will be Jake. Mark seemed to have missed the kickoff, and it went in. 3-2. Momentum seemed to have changed here. Let's see if that is true here in the next kickoff. Will Jake win another kickoff? It will be a pretty even kickoff between the two, but it still does go in the favor of Mark. But Jake is able to take possession, so good plays by him. He does try to go for something like an air dribble. They did both pinch it off of the ground and themselves, so very interesting there. That did seem to go all the way across the map. I've seen many pinches this game, so that is interesting. Mark trying to go for something in the air. He did do that in the last match as well, so that is a reoccurring theme between these two matches. Jake is able to save it, so we have not seen much of that. Jake trying to go for a flick, but Mark is able to save it. Mark definitely seems to be more experienced in the goalie area of things, as he is going up for saves and most of the time being able to save them. So Jake has also been missing open nets and seems to be pressured every time he has the chance to have an open net. So he did freeze it there, but that didn't really seem to help him. And Mark is able to score here. So the differences between Diamond and Plat seem to be very major, and it is showing for sure. Jake is not able to capitalize off easy goals as Mark is able to almost every time. But Jake does win the kickoff, and that almost goes right in. All he has to do is hit it once again. Very easy goal for Jake there, but still does score it, so shot by him. Kickoff couldn't go. It is pretty even once again, pretty even this game. We've had about 3 even kickoffs, and then people barely winning, so nothing crazy on the kickoff side of things, unlike last game where Mark seemed to have won kickoffs, and he's able to capitalize on that. So, I wonder how that's playing out. It does seem to be closer than the last match. And Mark is able to score. I thought that was going to go in. But Jake is able to use his rumble item. Will he have the comeback? He does! He scores! He just needs to score one more. It is coming down to the wire. Jake does win the kickoff. He keeps possession. Does he have enough time for power-ups? He does have to get boost. He does win that 50. And Mark is able to capitalize the win. GG's by both of them. It was closer between both matches. Let's have an interview with Mark and Jake to see how they did with the match and how they think they did. So GG's on the win, Mita. You sweeped him. So how do you feel? How do you feel about that? You won, and
so I don't feel good at all because I feel like I played really bad. I'm not a solos player, and I'm just not proud of my gameplay there. I could have played a lot better. I'm just more of a 2s and 3s kind of guy. I like a team, like a foundation around me. But other than that, I kind of expected to win. Like, I'm not trying to be cocky. It's just the rank, like, the difference in the rank is decently big because most people are stuck in Plat.
yeah.
And, yeah.
It seems like you were able to capitalize on those easy goals, and Jake seems to have felt pressure once he got close to the goal and seemed to choke at the very end. So he missed at least 3 goals because of that. So he might have got the win because of that. But let's have an interview with Jake. So you lost, Jake. Your Plat traits did show that game.
Yeah, I was winning kickoffs. I just couldn't make any of it.
Yeah, you can capitalize on that. It seems like once you got too close to the goal, you seemed to get a little nervous, but who knows, that might have just been the pressure. So,
yeah.
GG's though, it was very close both matches, so thank you for participating, both of you. So, there you have it. Another game in the series. If you guys do enjoy the series, please comment down below and tell me what I should do next for this series, because I did enjoy it. Once again, recording, and the people also enjoyed playing and just having a good time. If you guys did enjoy my content, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. And I don't know, just tell me how you're doing in the comments, and I will most likely respond. So without further ado, have a great day. Peace out.